Hi, I'm James, CEO and co-founder of Avion, and today I'm going to talk to you about our new linear integration. So I'll show you how it all works, but first of all I want to talk about why you might want to use Avion and our linear integration. So if your teams are already delivering in linear, great. But if you're thinking about things like how can we be more customer centric? How can we actually deliver outcomes to our customers and users that change human behaviour, that will ultimately impact our business? How can we put the customers at the heart of everything we build? If you're looking to move to some of those things and you're not quite there yet, then Avion is definitely a platform you should check out because that's what we're all about. So what we're looking at right now on screen is a story map in Avion. At the top section is your customer experience. This describes the experience of your customers from their perspective, and everything that you choose to build has to be planned in the context of that. Underneath that, we've got some horizontal sections that we call releases, and these are increments of value that you are choosing to deliver to your customers that will hopefully change behavior, improve their outcomes, and also impact your business. That's how you want to be thinking about these. So here we have bookings MVP. This is a story map all around the Airbnb experience. So if you were trying to book actual accommodation, this has been built kind of around that. We've got a bookings MVP. This is what we want to deliver first. We've got some dates attached to it, and then we've got a purpose and KPIs. You can also approach this with tying OKRs to it. So you could have some product OKRs that were specific to this release that roll up into business OKRs. That's a good way of doing it. And once we've got to this point, we can start to flesh out what we're actually going to build. What's the minimum that we can build to make that happen? So we bring in our tech teams and our tech leads, and we start to plan out, and we put some cards into this release. And these will be transferred over to linear. So you can see they're all in a ready for dev state. So I've already integrated this map with linear. At the moment, none of this data exists in linear. And that is very purposeful. It means that all of your planning work is done outside of the context of just filling up a backlog in linear. We're being very purposeful with what we've chosen to actually work on. It's quite common that these cards will actually have to land in different teams within linear. So the actual setup I've got here is a platform API team and a web team. Obviously, there's many different ways you can slice up your teams. This is just for demonstration, really. And on this card in Avion, we can see that this is destined for the platform API team. This one's destined for, let's change it to the web team. Maybe let's send a few to the web team. So you can see how you can already, we're planning at scale here across different teams. We can then take our release and push that to linear. So Avion's going to pick up all of these cards in here, along with some other data, like, for example, the tags. And it's going to send them over to linear, and then we're in sync. So these cards will be two-way synced with issues within linear. I'm going to head over to linear now, and we can start to see these coming in. So you can see in the platform API, we've already got some issues landing. And from here, developers will plan these into their sprints or their cycles, or they'll just pick them up in a sort of a Kanban fashion. And these will start moving into different places. You see, we also have a couple that came in on the web team. These will start moving to this in progress status as developers start picking them up and working on it. We head back over to Avion, and we can see the status. So this hasn't been picked up yet. This one has. It's in development. It's a slightly different status to in linear, which is in progress. So you can map different statuses however you want. And you can also see that a lot of the details, we've obviously got a user story description here, and we have some labels attached to it within linear. This is all stuff that's come over and synced from Avion. So as developers actually mark things as done, again, this status is going to sync over to Avion. So let's just pretend that all of these were done. You can obviously get a really nice overview right here within the story map, but we also have a roadmap attached to all of this data in Avion. So if I head into the roadmap, what I can see is this is the story map that we were looking at, web app. These are all of the releases that were in there. So the chunks of value we're trying to deliver to users. We also have some other story maps below this, so you can really visualize things at scale. And here we have the release. It's 62% complete. As we hover over it, we can see 8 stories. 5 of them are done. So what we're seeing is all of the work that was done in linear by our developers has trickled back up to the roadmap within Avion. So we're getting quite a holistic picture here of what's actually the progress of this release. So head back in here, mark these as done as well. We go back into our story map. We can now see all of these cards have been marked as done, and this bookings MVP is now completed, 48 points down. So that's a very, very quick run through of how you can create value for your customers within Avion, plan to deliver things of value, push that over to linear, have developers work on things that actually matter rather than just picking something random out of a backlog that doesn't deliver any value to customers. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you've got any questions, please just ping me a message on LinkedIn or head to avion.io and let us know what you think. Cheers.